So Nashville Sessions was a very interesting project for me. It was the first time that I was told to go into the studio completely unprepared, with no music, no songs written, no ideas or concepts. So it was scary, it was scary, but we just rented out a studio in Nashville for 6 days. Went in there with Nolan Werner, who's a wonderful Nashville session bassist, and Evan Hutchings, who's a great Nashville drummer. And basically, the idea was to just go in there and just jam and just kind of see what happens. So we had no idea if we were going to go in there and maybe in 6 days we might have 1 or 2 tunes, maybe not have anything, but we never thought that we'd have a full record, by the end of the 6 days. It was just really an experimental thing. In fact, I had never played with the drummer before, Evan. He was actually a friend of Nolan's, and from the get-go, the first day we met was in the studio, day one, and we just hit it off. We just started jamming, just started playing, and it just felt like we had been playing together forever. So what's cool about this album is when the listener hears it for the first time, you have this deeper connection with the listener, because we're playing it and we're hearing it for the first time and we're reacting, right? And just letting the music kind of guide us, whatever we're hearing guide us. And that's exactly what's happening to the listener when they hear it for the first time. It's like they don't know what's coming up next. But as we're playing, we don't know what's coming up next. It's such a different experience. And of course, there are things on the album that, after listening, after we played it, we're like, oh man, we should, okay, we wanted to, of course, it's in our nature to, let's redo it. Let's punch in, let's do this. Even though it's not perfect, it's got this freshness and this feeling like it's so new, because it was completely new and foreign to us as we were playing it. And a producer of the record, man, R.S. Field, he's so great. He worked with, one of my all-time favorite musicians, Sonny Landreth. So when I heard that he had done a lot of Sonny's albums, I was like, oh my gosh, I'd love to work with R.S. And he's a good friend of my manager, Van. So when Van brought him in and I met him, and I was just like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. And he's a drummer too. So, he worked with Evan a lot. R.S., he knows what sounds he wants, especially for the drums, right? And so he and Jack Clark, who engineered the project, they worked really closely together. And R.S. was very specific, with certain sounds, and it was great, man. I love the way the drums sound. I love the way the bass sounds. And what was interesting for me is, I've been playing with Nolan Werner for at least a year and a half, up until that point. But we've always played as a duo. It was just always bass and ukulele. And I love playing with him. He's so sensitive and, just so intuitive. In the studio, that was the first time I heard him play with a drummer, which is what he normally does. And he was just a completely different animal. Man, it was just such a great experience, and I loved it. I was hearing sounds that I'd never been a part of before, and so it made me play in a completely different way. So the album's coming out on September 23rd this year, 2016. So I think it's neat, it showcases the ukulele in a way that I have never experienced before. So it's exciting. It's exciting for me, and hopefully, when people hear the new record, they'll dig it. For me, I love the acoustic, natural sound of the ukulele. It's so beautiful, but it's nice when you have just a larger palette of sounds. And the ukulele, it's just to me, it's just as versatile as any other instrument out there.